There we go. So yes, welcome. And we're going to learn how to change or how to get certificate for your students once they complete a course. You go to your course and then you go to the step number 5. And then you need to add a new experience. If you click here in create new and you go to our playbook, you will see that we have different options. And if you scroll down, the last one is a completion certificate. So we have to select this one. I will click on choose this. And now we have the experience right here. I already created it, but I will do it again. So it says if user completes this course, and if you click in that experience, you will see who should go down this path. Okay. And then we have 2 things that are happening in this automation. The first thing is that we are calling a webhook. We are doing the certificates or like from Experienceify. So that's why we need a webhook. Don't worry about it. What happens there? If you click on the call webhook, it opens this tab and it looks like very intimidating because you don't know what you're looking at. But when you go to the help center and you look for certificates, you will see that we have the article that talks more about the certificates of completion. And here, you can also find a video that explains this process. But we have a gallery of certificates. These are the certificates that we offer. If you click here, you will be able to see the certificates that we offer for now. Okay, so these are the designs that we have for now. These are the ones. And in order for you to select one of these, you need to remember the number of the certificate that you want. So as you can see below every certificate, you have certificate 6, 7, 8, 12, whatever. Let's say that I like the certificate number 8, right? I like this one. So I'm going to be using that one. I need to remember that it's the certificate number 8. Why? Because when you go here to update the webhook, the first thing that you need to do is change your email. In the extra post fields where it says email, you need to put the email that you used to create your account with, like this account that you have. So if you don't remember which one is it, or which one is it, you can simply go to your account. And this is the email, this one. This is the email that you need to use, okay? So again, I'm going to the step 5. There we go. I will change this to the email that I use for my account, brenda@experienceify.com. That's the first step, okay? Now, the certificate ID, you need to change that, leave it as it is. Also, these fields here, you don't need to change them. That's the magic link for your student, for each student. The course ID, you don't need to change that as well. Now, you can change this. It says certificate of completion. So if you go back to the gallery, you can see that it says certificate of completion, right? You can change this to anything that you want, right? It could be certification, I don't know, certification of completion. It could be whatever you want it to be, right? So you simply go here and change this text here. I will leave it as it is because it works for me, certificate of completion. And then it says proudly presented to. In this one that I am selecting, this one in particular, it doesn't say proudly But if you go to other ones, for example, this one, it says proudly presented to Joe Charles. So if that's the case that the template that you're using doesn't have it, don't worry. It just won't appear. You don't need to change it. In your student name, you obviously don't want to change these tokens because these are the tokens that will replace your student's first and last name. In the details, here in the certifications, you can see that there's this small text here. You can change it to whatever you want it to be, like, congratulations for completing my expiring mini course. Now you have the basics to start leading a more creative life. So let's say that I want to say that. Right now it says, congratulations on completing the token of my first name. And it says, you are now ready to put everything that you learn into practice and achieve great things. Great things. Okay. But if you wanted to change it, you can change it to whatever you want it to be. Congratulations on completing. Da, da, da. You can now start leading a more creative life. And that's it, right? And then the signature will contain your first name and your last name. No, it will be the, yeah, it will be your signature. Here you can change it to, for example, the name of your school. If your school's name or your company name is like, I don't know, Creative School, you can change it here in the signature or in your name. So let's say that I will change it in my name. I will say Creative School, because this is my first name and my last name. And then you are done. You simply have to click in Update. And now what happens is that you're going to send them an email with their certificate. And it looks something like this. Oh my God, Jill, congratulations. I just wanted to take a moment to say, wow, you have all the default text there. You can change it if you want to. And then when they click here, they will receive their PDF, okay? But before we do that, we need to trigger the certification. And how do we do that? If you send us a test email to yourself, for example, here, when you go to the email editor, it'll take a second, and then you send a test email to yourself, you will receive this email with a link, but every time that you click on it, you will receive an error. So as you can see, I will go here, and then I will open this test. If I click here, it will say not found, right? Because I'm not a student and I haven't completed the course. So that's why you don't see the certificate. We need to trigger the certification. And how do we do that? I will go back here. Then I got the steps here. So it says, just give me 1 second. Here. So as you can see, we need to test the certificate first. We need to trigger it. And how do we do that? First of all, we need to create a test tag, okay? And then we have to set up the custom certificate experience, and we will do that step by step. We already have created the experience for the certificate, right? But now what we need to do is change the start trigger in our experience. So why does it take me back? We'll go again to the course. I will go to my course, and then I will go to the step number 5. So this one. And then what I need to do is change the starting trigger. You have to click there. And now the starting trigger is when the course is completed, but you need to change it to a tag added. Then we need to create the tag first, of course. How do we create a new tag? When you go to your admin account, This is also good for those who are starting because this is how you create a tag. You have to go to your account, and then you have in your account your tags and tag categories. You have to click on tag, and then here you have to click add tag. The tag name will be tag test certificate. That will be the tag name. I won't add a category right now, neither a tag description. I will only create a tag. So let me search for it. There it is, tag test certificate. So I will go back to my course, to the step number 5. And then here, I will delete this one. I will change the starting trigger to a tag added. And then I will select the tag, which is the tag test certificate, right? We are done doing that. Tag added.
Where do you add the tag? I'm lost.
The tag, I added it in the experience. Do you mean how do I create it? How did I create a tag, or where did I add it?
Where did you add it? Like that went very fast.
Oh, okay, right. Yes, I added it here. Oh, in the experience. Remember that we created the the completion certification one. When you go to that one, then you change the trigger tag. I will do it again. I will choose it. This is the completion certificate. Remember that we have the webhook.
Yeah.
By the way, I will change this to 8 because this is the 8 certificate that I want to use. My email. Remember, this has to be the email that you use to sign up for Experienceify. And then that's it. I will click on update. And then the tag, I will attach it here, where it says change starting trigger. Here you click on there, and then you change the starting trigger from course completed to tag added. And then you select the tag. And that's the tag test certificate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I will click in update. And there we go. Now, what happens next? Now, I will manually add the tag, the test tag to my student in the student section of my account. For example, this is I will go to my students, and this is the student test that I have, right? Here, I need to add the tag that will trigger the certificate. Test tag certificate. So I already added that trigger to my student. And then I will send the email again. So when you go to your students and you have, they belong to these courses, and you want to resend them one of the emails that you created, you simply click on the 3 dots at the end. And you select resend email, and it will tell you, okay, from which course and what is the email that you want to resend. This is a course, and I want to resend them the certificate of completion. I will click send email to one student. And then I will go to my email to see if I received it. And I will share the screen with you. Just let me go to my Gmail account. Okay. Yeah. So I will share my screen. So this is the email that I received. It says, everything that we just saw. Click here. and it should take me to the PDF. But for some reason, I keep getting this thing. So I don't know what's happening. Just give me 1 second. So you send certificate email manually. No, that won't work. The automation in step 5 has to actually run, but it doesn't look like it's happened yet. Right. But I did all the steps. I don't know what's going on.
No certificate for our students yet.
Yeah, right? Ah, in my activity, email your certificate resent manually. Right, but even if I reset all the course points, and then I went through the course again, let me see if that works. Because it's an expiry mini course, so it's really fast to complete. It takes me like 10 seconds. So I will share you. So this is what an expiry mini course kind of looks like. I've already done a lot of different things here, so it probably doesn't work the way that it should, because I have a lot of things have happened, but I will go through it. Yes, yes, yes. I will go through the first training. Okay, watch this. Here we go. Okay. Finally, this one. Okay. Okay. So I'm done completing that one. Clicking on the links. I should have received the email that I completed my course again. But I didn't. I'm doing something wrong here. What? Let me quickly go back to my course. Step 5. If a user completes this course, okay, we already have that one. I have 2 things happening here. So maybe that's what's happening. I will delete one of them. Oh, I see. Very simple things are happening here. The first thing is that this is not on. So I have to turn it on first. I have to enable the experience. So now it's working. That's the first step. And the second step is, okay, everything's fine here. Yes. Thank you, Flor. Okay, we are done. We are done with that one. Maybe that was the reason why I wasn't receiving anything, because I actually didn't turn it on. So now it's on. I have completed the course. So let me go back to my email to see if I received it. I need to do it again. See, it's very small things that can ruin everything. Make sure that you always turn your certifications, your experiences on. So I will do it again. I will try to send me the course completion one from my student. Again, courses, resend email. Your certificate, email to one student, okay. No, I still don't see it. Automation step has to actually run. I don't understand why not. I'm so sorry about this, but it should have worked by now. And again, I don't, it's on. Starting trigger is the tag. Okay. When a user receives. Let me ask customer support. But I still don't see the certificate. Yeah, I don't understand why. But, you know, the steps to getting it is really easy. You just need to create it from the playbook. But the thing that triggers this is by changing the starting trigger. Thank you, Gil. Oh my God, I don't see what's happening. Choose a step trigger. I don't know why. Right. Okay, so we have created the tag to trigger the animation. We create a tag, we set up the custom certificate experience following the steps described above. We already done that. We went to the step number 5, click on change starting trigger to edit the automation. We already did that. And then we changed the starting trigger from course completed to the tag added. We added our tag. And now we have to manually add the test tag to your student. We already did that in your student section of your account. We already created the tag or added it. This will trigger the automation, generate a course completion certificate, and automatically email it to your test student. It didn't though. Yes, thank you, Angela. Thank you. Okay, the test certificate. Okay. Any ideas on what I could be doing wrong here? I already turned it on. Okay. Then I went to the students. I added the tag manually, and it said that it should have sent me automatically an email with the certificate, which is not happening. Test tag certificate. Right, but it's my test student, so the trigger says that once I add the tag, this will trigger the automation, generate a course completion certificate, and automatically email it to my test student. So I already did that, and it's not emailing me. Oh, okay, I got the email. Let's see if it. Yes, it worked. Okay, so that was what was missing. For some reason, it didn't work for the first time, but I will share my screen so you can see. Hallelujah. I finally received the email from adding the tag manually again. I click on it, and then I click here in the PDF, and it finally opens the certificate of completion. So as you can see, it has the title that I chose, and then the text that I decided to put. Transformative impact. You are now ready to put everything that you learned. Also, something fun here. You can't use emojis for the certificate. So be careful about that because it will look something like this, like weird symbols. So yeah, that's the way that it works. Yay. So then your students can download this and keep it for life. Like I was telling the rest of the team is that we don't have a lot of, like you cannot personalize your certificates for now. Only the text. The text is the only thing that you can personalize. But like the design, this is the first version of the certificate. So we're still testing things out. But I think for a small fee, you can tell them to upload certain images for your certificate and they will be able to do it. But for now, we only have these ones here. Here, I will share it in the chat. Help Center. When you go to certificates in the Help Center, it will tell you all the information you need to know about the certificates of completion. But also here, if you click in the certificate gallery, you will be able to see all the certificates that we have, and you can select either one of them to use for your own. But unfortunately, for now, you can't edit the design of it. So yeah. Susan, now that I figured it out, would you like me to go over it again, or did you get the drill about the certificates of completion?
I think I've got it. I don't know how soon I'll use it, but and I was recording, so I can watch it again.
Okay, great. And besides the certificates of completion, do you have any other questions about your course or?
Well, that wasn't my question. I don't know who asked that, but I just came in late.
Sure.
I do have a question if nobody else does.
See, please go ahead.
The only one here.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't really created a course yet. I started working on one way back in January, and then it was just going so slowly that I put it aside because it was related to setting New Year's resolutions. So
right.
I'll finish it next fall to use for next New Year. But excuse me, I have another idea for, and I guess I'd like to get a sense of how to structure this. I know we have a limit on the number of courses we can create, right? So I'm trying to figure out how to work around that. I want to create a series of courses that I can have my coaching students go through. Some parts of it will be self-study that they can complete on their own online, right? And then I want to include some that will be instructor-led sessions that'll be more like a workshop course, right? That's why I was asking yesterday about, can you combine different kinds of courses? And you explained that well about copying the blocks. But, I guess, does that make sense to try and organize it that way? So maybe they have an introductory lesson that they do online, and that's free. And they can sign up for a paid course, and then that would maybe be partly self-study and partly instructor-led. And my thought was to have a Zoom session that they would do with me. We'd have discussion and some teaching with slides or whatever. And then I might tell them, okay, now go work on this exercise on your own, and then we'll come back together in an hour to have a discussion about it or something like that. And there might be a couple parts like that in a course. And there might be a series of 5 courses that they take all together, you know,
Mhm.
to be part of this coaching program. Does that make sense, or am I trying to make it to cram too much into one course?
Mm, I think the first part of making it free, one part, and then leading them to buy something, and then you will run live sessions and stuff. I think that is really good. That's a really good idea because you get them engaged with the free one.
Right,
And then if they like it enough, then they will sign up for the paid plan,
right.
for the paid one. Yeah, right. So that's good. That's good. I recommend you to do that. And for the second part, you know that in your courses you can have as many modules as you want. So actually you wouldn't need to create different courses unless they are completely unrelated topics. Maybe yes, but if they are the same topic and you only want to give them different, like different themes on the topic, then you should only go for one and unlock different modules that contain different information, because you can have as many modules as you want in one course. And inside the modules, you have a lot of trainings.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, like use my other courses. I would simply use one and then take the most advantage of that one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, they will be sort of different topics, but they are
Mm.
related. What I'm trying to set up is a group coaching and support program
Mm.
about marketing for holistic healthcare practitioners.
Okay.
And so far, I've gotten people to download my lead magnet, but they haven't actually completed it and submitted their answers to schedule a free consultation with me. So I'm like,
Mm.
hey, I need to try a different approach here.
I see.
So that's why I was thinking of creating that free.
Totally. You should definitely go for a lead magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, hopefully the other one will still work at some point, but
Mhm.
I gave it, I had it in a giveaway a few weeks ago, and I got, I think 27 people signed up for it or
Nice.
it into the lead magnet,
Mhm.
but then they never completed this
Mm.
and never scheduled. Even the 2 people that completed the survey haven't scheduled their consultation. So
Mm. Right. Well, that's the way that it works. And so you're charging for the consultation, or is that for free?
that's a free consultation.
Mm. Yeah, maybe they feel shy about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, sometimes going for a call is kind of intimidating. So yeah, you might need to try it a couple more times. Just keep pushing the campaign, and I'm sure that one person, at least when one person goes to your consultation, that's a win, because from there they can, tell more people about you, or it's just about time and patience, a lot of patience.
Um, yeah, and the consultation is just a half an hour, so it's
Mm.
not long, but still, gives them a chance to, I can ask them some questions about the answers they submitted on the survey, and see like where might be a good place for them to start adding some marketing to their business, that if they're not doing much on social media and they're not
Mm.
sending out any emails to their current patients,
Mhm.
those are places they can start. Like, it's always easier to get more engagement from your existing clients than to
Right.
recruit a new client,
New
right?
ones. Yeah.
And I mean, I can't speak for everybody that filled it out, but I know, for instance, the osteopathic doctor that I go to,
Mhm.
I was talking to the woman that works at the desk, and she said, yeah, they have email addresses in the files for everybody, but
Mhm.
they're not doing anything with them,
Wow. Yes, they are missing a huge opportunity there.
right. But
Mhm.
if they
Yeah.
really understand what they could be doing with it. That's something that I could put into that free introductory course
Definitely. Yeah.
to talk about, you know, what can email with your regular existing clients, how can that increase maybe the number of times they come in for a visit, right?
Right.
Depending on what kind of service they're offering, that might work and it might not, but and then I think probably the second module that would be part of the paid course then most likely would be to go into a little bit more depth about setting up the email marketing and you know, getting signed up with a provider and making sure everything is set up for all the new rules about DMARC and all that stuff, you know?
Sounds great.
And then teaching them some of the things that I've learned about how to write good emails that people will want to open. And you know, and they don't necessarily need to do more than one email a week to get
Right.
so, but at least it would keep them top of mind with their existing clients. So,
Definitely.
you know, they can share tips and other information. And if they get involved with this coaching, the group coaching program, part of what they'll be able to do with each other then is to promote each other's.
Of course, start networking and
Right.
yeah.
And that'll give them more content to share with
Mhm.
clients in the emails too. So I still think it's a good plan, but you know, getting people persuaded on board hasn't happened yet. So
Of course, that's the most difficult part because you have a good product, but how you market it and how people engage, that's a different topic.
yeah. So I figure I've got the lifetime license on this thing. I might as well start using it.
Yeah, I mean, yes. And this is a good thing because you have the lifetime plan, then you can start playing with it as much as you want for as long as you want. Like start now, like start sketching things out in Experienceify or, like create a sheet with times of when you want to deliver some things because you already have the product. Now you just have to start
Right.
using it.
Right.
Yeah.
Once I get more comfortable with using software, then I think I'm going to start talking to people who I know they, even if they're not in the holistic health business, I may reach out to people I know that want to do courses of some kind, you know, and say, because I can set them up as affiliates in my program. Not just, it's been a while since I looked at that, but I know I can have, and the holistic practitioners, I think I will set up as affiliates for my courses, right? So they can.
Administrators, you mean?
Well, no,
No?
that if, you know, if I'm offering, I was thinking, you know, two things. One is, you know, if I set up that course about New Year's resolutions and setting up, creating new health habits, you know, that kind of thing. That's a course that they can then promote to their clients, right?
Okay. Okay. I see what you mean.
And get a commission for that, right?
Okay. Right.
So I would set them up as affiliates for my courses, right?
Right.
But then the other thing, and maybe I'm not remembering the right word for it, but isn't there a way that I can have someone sign up for an Experienceify account, but they don't have to create their own account? They can have like a sub account under mine.
That would be the administrator. You can
Okay.
have up to 3 administrators.
Okay.
So you can manually add them, like their email, and then they can manage all the content inside your courses.
And if they want to learn how to do it themselves, they can, but if they can also pay me to create the course for them, and then they can just administer it. So,
Mhm.
but then do I get a commission when I set them up on there, or no, I have to pay for them to do that, right? So
Yeah, no, you don't. Because they would be administrators, which means that they are part of the paid account that you paid. So if
oh,
they had a different account and then they go for a plan, then you would get the commission. But if you add administrators to your own account, you don't get any commissions for that.
okay, no, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I thought I saw somewhere though that there was a way that they could request to have an account that would go through mine. I would have to pay for them. So then I would charge them for that and and then I would administer the account for them.
Oh,
Maybe I read that wrong. It's been a few months since I looked at that, so I'll have to go back and
I will ask about. The good thing is that I have this recorded, so I can share this with the customer support team and ask about that. I don't know what exactly you're talking about, but I will definitely ask. Maybe there's something that I'm missing.
yeah, and I can't
Mhm.
remember exactly what it was called.
Yeah, I'll ask about that one.
It wasn't an affiliate because that's
Yeah, that's different. Mhm.
for
Mhm.
selling my courses, but it was
Mm.
more like a sub account
Sub
is,
account. Let me take a look at that.
if that's what it was called in your documentation.
Resell sub accounts. It says we have an article for that, so I will share my screen and also share you the link for this article. Oh, it does. Oh yeah, it works. No, it doesn't. Why? Oh, there it is. I will
Yeah.
share it also with you in the chat.
Yeah.
Sub accounts are fully functional Experienceify accounts that you control.
I control,
Mm.
but I can resell those accounts.
You may want to resell XP accounts to clients, customers, or partners. We sell them to you on an annual basis at a discount over our retail prices. Oh,
And then
look.
I bill my clients to,
Mm.
and I think it would depend on whether they're just paying for the account or if they want me to manage it. Well, then I would charge them more, right,
Right.
for my time.
I see. I didn't know about this. There's a lot of about Experienceify that I still don't know, but this is good.
Yeah,
Yes,
but I don't want to think about offering that until I feel pretty comfortable with
of course,
how to
of
use
course.
Experienceify. So
Yeah,
kind
that
of
makes sense.
promote something that I'm not using fully, right?
Yeah, let's steps.
And I certainly couldn't offer to manage their account if I don't know how to manage.
Right. That's right. No, but I highly recommend you to start with your own. Just test it out. Just
Yeah.
create just one lead magnet, the free one, see how it works for you, and then you will start from there.
Yeah.
That's the best way to start.
And I
Yeah.
mapped it all out for that New Year's resolutions course. But
You
like
got it. You got it.
I started, I mapped out the modules, but then I gathered up a lot of material, graphics, and writing out a script and everything, for a video. But then I never got to the point of actually together.
Filming it, yeah. No, well, you're
And
like 10 steps ahead.
I would probably use Camtasia to do the video part. That's what I'm familiar with. Or Powtoon. I've used Powtoon as well. So
Susan, do it now. Don't think about it too much. Just
yeah. Well,
just
now
get it done.
now that I have another topic to use. I think I will do that and
Mhm.
just focus on the free lead magnet one to start with, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Before there's interest in that before I start working on a paid one, right?
Yeah. Steps. Yeah. First the free one, and then you can take your time creating the paid one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, and I could even offer the paid one as a live work
Oh, right.
and record it while I'm,
Exactly. And upload the replays later.
yeah,
So yes, you can do that. Totally.
do that through Zoom. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I am gonna start working on it.
Yes.
I don't know how fast because I'm trying to still get my website set up and other stuff and declutter my apartment so I can get ready to move in a few months. So,
Okay. Yes,
but coming back to watch some of these is getting me really interested now. And
there's a lot of things that you can do inside Experience By. So
yeah,
yeah, keep attending the
a lot of
office hours.
you've added a lot of features since I sat through a bunch of these trainings maybe 2 months ago,
Okay.
and then I got busy with um, getting my email all set up and
Hmm.
my lead magnet and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but now that I have a little bit of attention to get back to it, it's time to actually do it.
It's time. This is your goal.
Well, this was fun being the only one on here and getting to ask.
Yes, thank you so much for staying here at the end, Susan. I'm also really, it's very interesting, like your business, what you do, it's really interesting as well. So thank you for allowing me to learn more about what you do. That was
Sure.
also really, really nice.
Well, I'm not doing it yet because nobody's.
Right. But the topic is great. The topic is
Yeah,
great, and
I think it
it's
is.
it's all about starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much for being here, Susan, and I really hope that you join us more for the office hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get here as much as I can because
Sure.
even if I don't have any questions right then,
You
I
learn
just
from,
learn
yeah,
a lot from what other people are doing, and it gives me ideas.
definitely.
Oh, I could do that,
Yes, that's the whole idea of the behind the office hours. And also remember that on the 25th, we are going to have a special course showcase. So we will have a couple people walk us through their course and show us what they have done. And it's going to be fun. You can ask them
That
questions.
every month?
Sorry?
Is that every month that you do?
Yes, we are implementing it every month. The first showcase was last month. Today, well, next week is the second one, and next month we will have the third one. So yes, every month.
On the 25th, you said?
Yes, on the 25th.
That's the week after next,
Oh yeah, you're correct.
2 weeks from tonight.
2 weeks from tonight. Yeah.
I
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
didn't put together that fast, but I'll aim for next to have my introductory course ready to go.
Yeah, I really hope that you join us in the office hours and then show us what you have done.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds great.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Susan. Take care.
Sorry, I didn't turn my camera on.
No, don't worry.
My hair is a mess and I got
It's okay. I understand. I would turn mine off if it was possible, so don't worry.
yeah. And I don't have conditioning, so
Yeah, I understand. Don't worry.
All right. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you. Take care.